Good morning, boys and girls. It is Thursday today, and we are ready to rock and roll. All right. First, before we get started, I want to give a shout out to all the kids who took 2 iReady lessons in math and in reading. Parents were not really utilizing the iReady as much as I would like for you to do. Just from a parent's perspective, Jackson told me he finished some lessons, and I thought he did, but then I went back to check, and of course, he didn't finish as many as he was supposed to finish. So, how you check if your child has passed a lesson is you go to their progress and you click on it, and you can see the date and the percent that they got. And I need you guys to start checking that because some kids spent a lot of time on already yesterday and passed no lessons. And actually, they failed a couple. So, shout out to Nadia, AJ, Calvin, Christopher, Evan, and Lily. You guys passed 2 iReady lessons in reading. And Marcos, Christopher, Calvin, AJ, and Nadia passed 2 lessons in math. So please use iReady. It's a very simple process. The kids know how to log in, and then you need to make sure you're checking to make sure if they're actually passing the lessons and where they're stuck on. Okay, so let's utilize iReady. That's only on Wednesdays where they have to take past 2 lessons. And when I checked right before this video, around 4 o'clock, those were the only kids that passed it on Wednesday. Okay, here are the lesson plans for today. I'm going to go back. It's where we set up our T-chart. I really need your kids to send me the cause and effects, the animal of the week T-chart. You could take a picture of that, the math lesson, and then their listening quiz answers. Kudos to all the kids. Yesterday on Zoom, Jakai and Julia were teaching the kids how to get Microsoft Word when they log into CNUSD. There's a little waffle, it looks like. It's like 3x3 little dots. You click on that, and Microsoft Word is actually right there. And then you type in Microsoft Word, and then you go to share it, and you can just share it straight to me, and it'll go straight to my email. If you type in the word Blair, my name and my picture should show up, and then you can share it right away. A lot of the kids have been sharing that, so awesome job. Oh, let me get a pencil for my really cool new pencil holder. Thanks, Jakai, for making it for me. I absolutely love it. That was an awesome surprise. Okay, guess what? Now everybody has all the materials that we need. Yesterday I went around to the houses that were missing just a couple of the things, and everybody has everything we need to be successful. So we are on the road to awesomeness. Okay, my favorite part of the day is probably the vocabulary word of the day. This word is whimper. It is a verb. It means to whine or sniffle, like a soft cry sound when someone is sad or in pain. Some synonyms are cry, softly, moan, and whine. And actually, this is used in 6% of the stories. So the word is whimper. All right, word problem of the day today is Raymond's cat sleeps 16 hours every day. How many hours is Raymond's cat awake? Do you know how many hours are in a day? So then what are you going to do to that? Okay, we know that cats sleep a lot, especially lions. Marcos told us that information. Lions sleep 22 hours out of the whole day. All right, my step-up question is, how many hours does it sleep per week? And then I want you to turn all those hours into actually days. How many days does Raymond's cat sleep? So you pick the problem that you're going to do, and you pick to see if you're going to stretch it. I know that some of you guys are sending me just the basic answers when I know that you can challenge yourself. So don't be lazy. You got this. Challenge yourself. The worst you can be is wrong. And so what? Who cares? You learn from your mistakes anyway. So take a chance. See if you can explain it. Talk to your parents about it. All right. Daily 5 math. Notice that the bar graph is counting by sixes. So some of them are going to be half of it. So what is half of 6? Aiden, what's half of 6? 3. So parents, I really want them putting the numbers in between. So it would go 0, 3, 6. And then we add 3 plus 6 would be 9, and so on and so on and so on. Continue the pattern. Okay, our comparing fractions, you guys know that you can do the butterfly. Notice that Brody and I both ate 3 pieces of pizza, except my pizza was cut into 10 pieces, and Brody's pizza was cut into 5 pieces. So who ate more? Prove to me, show me, draw the picture, show me the butterfly. Okay? Daily 5, we are doing compound and simple sentences. We are stretching the sentence, the lion hunted, and then we're showing literal and non-literal. And you guys already know how we do that. Literal means really, and non-literal means really, but not really, right? Not really. Kind of really silly. And so we just put the N and the NL and the L right next to the sentence. Okay? All right, and then our reading skill today is really fun. They are going to give us the answer to a question, and we have to come up with a question. So, for example, if someone said, "Oh, I love going to the Angel game," what would be my question for that statement? What would it be? What do you think? It could be, "What do you like to do in your free time?" Question mark. Okay, and so make sure there's only 3. Make sure you capitalize and make sure you put a question mark at the end because you are asking a question. All right, the grammar skill for the day is just complex and simple sentences, and your kids are rock stars at this, so you guys already know. Circle the word that shows if it's a compound sentence, okay? And that will be able to help you. Okay, awesome, awesome. Rolling through it. All right, story of the week, tops and bottoms. Today you're going to do a cause and effect. I'd like for you to type it. Tell me 3 causes and 3 effects in the story. What happened in the story? Okay, cause and effect. And then, all right, today's our day. We make our T-chart, okay? Parents, we really need your kid to sit down and make the T-chart so I can help them and I can see it. Some of us have been writing in a different genre, and today we're going to be writing an informational piece about a narwhal. And so, because it's informational, they need to come up with a T-chart. It's not an opinion piece, okay? And probably if I were you, I would put over here, my first star would be how they eat or hunt. And down here would be how do they survive? Okay, how do their adaptations help them survive? And over here, I'm going to put lots and lots and lots of details, okay? If over here, I'm talking about what they eat, then all of these reds or examples have to be about what they eat. I can't put they live in a pod because a pod is not how they eat, right? That helps them down here, that helps them survive. And so today, this T-chart needs to be full. The fuller, the better. Put in some adjectives, put in some verbs, put your information that you've learned all week about a narwhal, see which one it can go into, okay? See where it can go, see what you can put into it. I have an example T-chart right here about crocodiles and alligators. Okay, and so that's what a T-chart should look like. And this is an informational piece about a T-chart. It's just an example, so you could pause the video to see. It's from my Step Up to Writing book. So I hope that helps. If you have any questions, please let me know. Okay, today we are going to do 12-3. It's elapsed time. Finding the time when you add time. It's a life skill, you guys know. Telling time is a life skill. How many minutes is it going to take you to get to school? And you can figure out a routine and things like that. So please make sure that you watch the video down below. It's going to be by Khan Academy, and it's going to show you how to do elapsed time on a number line, which is crazy and awesome. And parents, I love this way to show elapsed time. So please make sure that you watch the video with the kids. It's a simple way to show children elapsed time, okay? And it's going to be down right below, so click on the link below. Okay, before I do the listening quiz of the day, okay, it got a little dark in here, so Mrs. Blair had to turn on the light. Before I do the listening quiz of the day, I did this with my family today at dinner, and I just thought I'd like to share because, boys and girls, today I want you to sit down with your family and I want you to talk about the pros and cons of quarantine life. You know, this life that we're living in is something new. It's never happened before. None of us have experienced it. I've never had to stay in my house. I've never had school canceled for weeks and weeks and weeks. So it's been challenging, although it's also we've learned to navigate through it. So today, when you're sitting around the table or just talking with your mom or your dad or your grandma or your grandpa or your cousin or whoever you're with, I just want you to tell them something you really love about being quarantined. Share your feelings, talk about something you really love, and then talk about some things that you really miss. Okay, so like for me, example, something that I really love is that my family gets to be together. My kids are older. Jeremy works at Cold Stone, and he hasn't been able to work at Cold Stone since we've been in quarantine because we've kept him captive here. But he's a really busy guy, and our lives are crazy. I feel like Mrs. Blair feels like a taxi driver driving everybody around. Jordan's doing cross country, Jackson's with baseball, and we don't always get to sit at the table together, and we don't always get to spend a lot of time together. So I'm really loving all this family time. What do I miss? I miss my job. I miss my work. I miss you guys. I miss all the fun and laughs randomly that we would have. Dude, we had so much fun this year. I just had such a blast with you guys. So I miss you guys so much, but the Zoom meetings are really great. That's really awesome. And another thing too is Mrs. Blair's become so tech savvy. Like I didn't even know that I could do all this. And so those are some pros and cons about quarantine. So I just want you to sit down with your family and share a couple things that you really enjoy and some things that you miss. Like I really miss my friends. Like I can't wait to be around my friends and just hug my friends and tell them how much I've missed them. Zooming with them and talking to them on the phone is just not the same as being together. So that's what I want you to share with your family. Okay, so are you ready? Here comes the listening quiz. All right, this one's a funny one. So, parents and students, you guys know that I read it one time, but I'll read the answers twice. So listen, listen, listen. There are many different kinds of races in the world, like running races, swimming races, sailboat races, and horse races. But one of the strangest of all has to be the bathtub race. Every July on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada, fun-loving people gather for the worldwide bathtub race. They bring floating bathtubs of all sizes, colors, and materials. The only condition is that the tubs all have to be shaped like a bathtub. The racers attach a small outer board motor to the backs of their tubs and put them into the water. They race 35 miles across the Strait of Georgia to the mainland, and everyone gets splashed a lot, and occasionally some people fall out of the bathtub. Only one contestant wins the race, but they all finish very clean. Okay, question number 1. It's always the same one. You guys know it's the best title. Number 1. The best title is A, taking a bath, B, British Columbia, Canada, C, the worldwide bathtub race, D, a famous swimming race. Number 1. The best title is A, taking a bath, B, British Columbia, Canada, C, the worldwide bathtub race, or D, a famous swimming race. Number 2. The bathtub race is held in A, June, B, July, C, December, and D, May. I know, Aiden, you're laughing at this one. You always snicker while I'm giving the kiss. One of the answers is always kind of crazy and ridiculous, huh? The bathtub race is held in A, June, B, July, C, December, or D, May. All right. To make the bathtubs move, the racers use A, their hands, B, paddles, C, jet engines, D, small motors. To make the bathtubs move, the racers use A, their hands, B, paddles, C, jet engines, or D, small motors. Most of the racers probably enter the race to A, have a good time, B, take a bath, C, win money, D, practice swimming. Most of the racers probably enter the contest to A, have a good time, B, take a bath, C, win money, or D, practice swimming. The word condition in line 8 means, and it says, the only condition is that the tubs all have to be shaped like a bathtub. What does the word condition mean? A, motor, B, bathtub, C, rule, or D, loss. The word condition in line 8 means A, motor, B, bathtub, C, rule, or D, lost. That's it. I hope you have a great Thursday. I hope you finish early before a Zoom meeting, and I hope you go play before a Zoom meeting so we can quickly check, and then you can go back and play again. Okay? Have a great day. I'll see you at 2.